Effa, I want to speak to the President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and some functionaries of the National Democratic Congress over the continuous stay of the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, in office. Say, as I see a car, some near why you need Chemuya, you better why you NDC for. Yesterday, it was rumored that the IGP George Ekufu Dampare had been relieved of his post. This, we are told, was an inside orchestration to test the temperature of the service. As someone yet and say, a nipa bi and more George Ekufu Dampare and this IGP Abronye. Why? Because one more person tested the police service in the echo. But may I say this and make strong emphasis here, and emphasis is myself. If the NDC 4 person who say a jackesi bi no jatanebi aso Ghana police mo me say aso wie dida na ka say tom ene bro amobehu die besi. For me on this platform, I have spoken my head off. Notwithstanding, Hobson Yauvi Adoye has also spoken his head off, and a lot more. In fact, enrich ya me share e bi na me say, oh, me aminia eye friend saying Listowell crowd they just say me hwe ni o me bia na Listowell si kana asem na just say Listowell crowd no I think had gone through some ordeal bia or also suspect say IGP ni nim hu bi. Now what share enra post na nam no a obi say ye the post na ma eye owura COP tete ye honu na omo de ma mpo na ncha eden se sana na tia and did bema owura tete ye hunu me say na ye den what is wrong with that? I have long overdue mentioned on this platform the inertia boiling on the ground to see this IGP's back, and the earlier Mr. President John Dramani Mahama was sought this IGP to take his rest, the better. But it does appear some NDC bigwigs have something to hide, which this IGP George Ekufu Dampare perhaps knows something about that, because nothing certainly makes sense to all of the situation we are hearing. Nothing makes sense to all and sundry. Yes. Me say, the earlier the better, President John Dramani Mahama was sought this IGP for this IGP to take a rest. Or else, it is now for us to believe with the rumor mill said, some top NDC bigwigs, you have something to hide, and that is why you continue to entertain the IGP in office. And you continue to press John Dramani Mahama to keep the IGP in office, because it doesn't make sense to us. Show. Yeka say, the National Security Minister, Ayora Kendapa, where is he? He's gone. The Interior Minister of the ex-Kwaku Akufo-Addo's government, he's gone. The National Security Coordinator of ex-Kwaku Akufo-Addo's government, he's gone. The Defense Minister, Nitiwu, is gone. The Director of BNI, he's gone. So, what is the IGP doing there? Bibizamo. Me say, what NDC penifua, mugo John Dramani Mahama, Mibisamo say, why are you still keeping the IGP there? Why? All the top security couples I mentioned who hold forth to this nation, back to back, domestic policing, domestic security, across board, all of them are gone. Why the IGP is still there? Bibisamo. And he said, "Nye ne krese, bone bia mo die, eni nyoma bia, IGP we onim hu bia." And timo pesa IGP ni traso, no protect him. Why the IGP is still there? Now, at least, yan tete krano, some time ago, in NDC in your opposition, you had the credible John Dramani Mahama over the death of JB Dankwa. Yante. Man, this is the way. See, I say John Dramani Mahama and some MPP, NDC periphobia. You know something about JB Dankwa. I say, I'm a rumor. Now, people are beginning to read meanings and to say, no, there is something why the IGP continue to be in office under the John Dramani Mahama's administration. Other than that, you be says, why are you still keeping the IGP there? You be some awesome way. Now, what did tell your honu? Ebesi adia so. What do you any crown there? I'm moving somewhere. Ora, COP Christian tete your honu. Someone didn't be see her as the next IGP. What have you done? After all, IGP way into obetra so achebo. After all, John Mahama 4 years. Into after 4 years and what next? No, after 4 years and what next? Why can't you simply do what is needful by giving the police a facelift? Why can't you understand the police if on the pride to say the groundswell no is so devastating say anything can happen anytime soon. The National Democratic Congress, you may not be able to govern this country so proper because of the IGP or because a new man me krata egu medexon e do so message me ebu afa me so. And again Ghana for him emu say any mekan wa ha IGP has refused to comment. Now, the IGP's inability to comment on those reports, on those allegations, including extrajudicial killings, what does it tell the IGP? Does he know something about it or he doesn't? Why is IGP quiet? Why? Over extrajudicial killings. Wakum nipa wa memu, and wakum nipa, aden wakan and watum. Why is the IGP quiet? Or ye bema enough? He holds and he commands a number of troops. All right? At all times, they're all on what? On drill rehearsal. Why can't the IGP open his mouth and comment about the extrajudicial killings? He's quiet. And also, he has employed several Jantuahini for Walker Sachere Yura said to 2 or said to 2 2 4 said to 2. All Casachere Winam ba him out for all Casachere Winam are so for Ekuku Damawo Mema, all Casachere businessmen, all of them so they should speak on his behalf. Why? Are they? So we ye obo bre ya. And now we ye you see a best so and say and show most today. Side deep in the bonny bre ya and say you be soliciting for support in order to keep your office. And then the matter say ni law ewu. Into the new law no arrangement edu kochia John Mahama in order to keep. My goodness, this is despicably shameful. IGP, bow your head in shame. We are in Guasini. You are despicable IGP ever in the history. Me na me catch now. IGP, we are in Guasini Ankasa. Hey, Ghana police, Mupa, let John Mahama keep him there. Me the catch him no. Let John Dramani Mahama keep the IGP there. 4 years. Tell John Mahama what you have to tell him. Simple. Because there is some phone and a mudie. Those of you close the inner circle of John Mahama. And you some phone and mudie. Some more bokronoswa. I swear to God, it's with matter of time. We know. Now, dear Bayamo Ghana, because this issue, me my plug to her. I've said it before about the 3 times I'm making here. The Bema minimum NDC for a party way. It will be this IGP that still continue to live in office. Because the Ghanaian police officers, and you may cost airtime. Now the police officers won't even any. Why? Because of the fear this IGP they are too with him. Are they? Why can't you change him and give the police a facelift and reset the police? If you are telling us you are about to reset Ghana, why the IGP is still there? I don't know why IGP. I don't know why police penny. Why? And then, I take Ghana police if honest across all regional capitals. Ghanaian police are talking beyond I can. Hey, all the security heads, you've taken all of them down, including say, and no IGP no, or someone one call the National Security Coordinator Razak Osman. The papa, wait, point, and you guasiamano. So despicable enough. Well, good when you say IGP. One out the honor. And now come Mutaka officer, Mutaka the bodyguard. Ayobia ono so wode ne fa kwa bone so a ene wudu na wukobie gate na wako Mutaka officer. Won very. Aren't you ashamed? You are so shameful. Bow your head in shame and resign and live there. Because Ghana police won't trust on Chibo. Assuming it's only John Mahama be 4 years. The service will still be there. The 4 pillars and the 4 walls of Ghana police will continue to exist. But we are watching closely and we are marking them with time. Because Ghana, who be at the post, be man, the post, Enya a yo, enya u papa no ma media. No, who nya tete botan. Yamu ye na time. NDC mpenifo na mo go na mo keep sa papa no ho no me say dia mo ya no time na 4 years na just around the corner mo trigger niam bi me dey mfa me ho because me be post on my bemu but me come no masema tram say me say mo trigger nioma na mo trigger wi a ye be hwa de ye be kire mo bosom ye due mo aburo. Politics of today, of course, begins when Abronye, the Bono regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, had made some scathing comments describing the circumstances he was squeezed the testicles of John Mahama's appointees. Abronye, I mean, you are on the screen, so Panasempa, na Kudi in Komobia. Komona Kudi and patch say. Kwanya obetimi afa so na kyerɛ sɛ ora John Dramani Mahama na appointees no obefa kwan bi so na kyerɛ sɛ wakoso a we de moma menka na menka no sa because kasa obemiemi a wo montɔhwɛ na omia wo montɔhwɛ no a kopme time a kyerɛ sɛ eno kra yesi manka ne wo mia wo montɔhwɛ no to the extent sɛ wo mia memu sa ye din a ebeye mre na no so do no ade to aso so se na ni omu wo mu ano no mi se Kwame aden ade na Kwame wo be sa so wo mia o montohwe no wo mia ne den Akufo-Addo so ye tie ba bi na Akufo-Addo so be ka se entohwe no so ye mienu ne kwasem ni sa so na ade na tie be ma bia so sa abre wo hwe mi bia so wo do nsa ekwase ho be se sensen ho mienu ai se di ball na Kwame se wo ba be mia minima dia maye ntie Kwame se wo ba be mia montohwe ye ntie Kwame se de osi ede na asem no tudwa. Take a listen to him.
Masa mia meti me ba we kwana na fifth nani because so me bia maye ba timi o me o ti say ya chimia na radio so ya ba chimia no ba yes IGP 8 years. Abronye ye bu abanwe mu ade salu amumu abenefiti adidi aye yentwemu aye befra Abronye zero. Ye ni agency bia wo under Nana-Addo administration ya me ye say ade we Abronye na supply. 8 years ye ni ayi a half kilometer of road wa ye say Abronye na ye 8 years ye ni bibi bia wo ba bia yes, Abronye na ye nti ebe investigate me. Nti me nso mete what the President Mahama gina ho ne na pontis mete me sabe mi omohwe apai no enko ba bia because me no me nya bone nsie ba bia
wo nya ba bia mi aso mohwe na
go me nya se me ja kwan no nti so di ho agora me mete me ba wura duburu asa ka tese masa be careful of what you are doing me na mete me MPP bia ntimi yo musuro. Because from that almost soon they said the government is after them. Me so me da madam yiri kwa nya me unza na me late. Anti me ye metimaka NDC asem, metimaka President Mahama asem intro no because me no 8 years no bibia ni krom ha NDC betim ha apu adie na de ba me die na tio owurodu ba na me koye ya bakata Abronye anya ni ye ntimu nkwa wewem. Supply ben na MPP abai and Akufo-Addo de man here say Abronye ka so supply nkonwadu or the serving the ban nso oji dusika nti mu nkwache no ebi ni kroma 8 years me ya see Abronye adwan masa me ameti me metima mia ban we kwana ma na fefi nani because me so me
ya corporate time we ni na be han because unsuro bia. Kwame Abronye continued with his scathing attacks. This time he accused President John Dramani Mahama of embezzling some millions of Ghana cedis. Afi we no twaso or say omanpeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekukru skebi say sika no Jubilee House or any of these sika no ye de buy ne say sika no in connection of the ban ne sika no so do saying. Take a lesson to Abronye.
John Mahama, former president and now president. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic. The ruling yasi.
Catch him.
First first chrono a wabo Ghana for the revocation of the appointment.
Sir.
No, ria Ghana for sika kese.
Eba ne sen.
Chrono. Se munima, mother what trasia and a revocation of a sika no ria o. Enya pan ye dia revoke appointment sika no ria.
Sesen kwan be so.
Tie. Gwana the days here. Near ma obi appointment here. This is the appearance na yetua nka. Unu say this time we nya financial clearance.
Yeah.
And sana agency be at my recruit 2 years.
Yeah.
The before and sana our appointment letter be ready no. We start here Juma the next month no work you so ready. Are you ready? Unim say.
Oh okay. And me say I know dear me.
Sana here.
So now it doesn't take some months.
Dabi bisa omo. Unya start ya achara bosumi mienu no sika na yere. Asu Rome. 15,000 nurses. Goma ama so omo nya Ghana for. Makofo ado kofa omo free Burkina Faso. Ebinum free Libya. Ebinum free Benin. Ebinum free Ivory Coast. Omo nya nurses fo a yetete omo ha. Ya fa omo ko school ha no. Omo so omo nya Ghana for. Ya revoke. Omo wa financial clearance. Teachers. Omo wie ya omo service ya wie over 15,000 teachers. Ya revoke omo appointment. Dawro. Wonim say finance minister. The 2024 budget, you know, a kita for this amount.
Yes.
We are what?
Minimum some more financial clearance.
That we wouldn't say budget, you know, a kita for this amount.
Yes.
But you revoke, no. One man letter say what an appointment letter. Nisika na da hono so.
Metie economy nta kan do say financial clearance no was for the year 2025. Na omo ntimi and go through the process and we spiral.
Oh yeah, damn me head. So that say, Yamame appointment letter in November. Ye budget na, and I say supplementary budget na ye. It take if a year the next 4 months and not 3 months, maybe.
Yes.
Into a more normal appointment letter, no. It take you first January, no. But our budget in almost can 2025, no.
It will be taken care of, yeah.
Until it's as okay, fine. Until we a minute now, the amount, MPP amount minute, ya how. Ya how? Because ya budgeted do musika to and to say sika no no yatimi di sika we o 550 million. And profile you revoke 15,000 nurses. A bit Abronye watna wo mo atwene ba obi wo ha kwani wa ye adwuma atwene ba nursing training teacher training university ne bana nya adwuma aban no under na nado Dampare akofado abadget 550 million Ghana cedis say sankrofo we nyina no yemfa form adwuma ne yempi omoka eye Ghana fo to omutua na aban bi ba ya o se dabi matwa munya Ghana fo fa sa sika na kogu dubiri house enti 550 million what revoke my appointment afa sika no ama Bank of Ghana diagu bullion van wa kogu dubiri house.
Kwame Abronye na can say you. And I dread ye nkomo mu be hwam. Enkoma ye no bedini nara ejina se asem kesie bi esi wo asantimem. Ni na ejina eye nanuya abato ye kokotu ye America say say bosome pe na bi ababeda so ne break akrebi. Abanya no wo power no the New Patriotic Party dinkugo kese paaye ewo santimem. Now wo hwe enkunwa ewo santimem a wono represent anase wono edi santimen enim ewo mrahye bedwem ho no se enkunwa ni na ye sen 47 me refi said America ni twim. So meka kire mo Eduanan son me boy, eduanan son. Enkunwa mako eduanan enson ene wo santimemu. Now, se wo hwa san kunwa yi ena eboama NPP etimi yeden eka ne nsem nemne ade ni na so gira so se aban na nka se ye NPP na no wo si akonwa so no. Sa party ni funu manka sa ye di twa party no enso wo santimemu. Ntina chese nyasem kito enti MPP for chese broni beka say you cannot, you will not and may not disappoint the people of Ashanti region. Muntimi disappoint omo. But ever since from 1992, our party, this is the election year 2024, Abattoir, NPP. Mugu santimai enimwase. Mugu asantimai enimwase. Tatantai. You use asantimai as a rack to mop the floor. Gumunima as a poto. So I say, enkunyanwa. Eye eduanai ensono. Mobaya bejina saying. Eye fencing 39 no. Ohona mubedriye. 39 simple. Eduasan kron. Ohona mubedriye. Sumahu. Muye boni eti se de mam ho egu asanteman ni mu ase asanteman so oho en wo tumfo se tutu ote kokko eswo oho no wote ote kokko eswo oho no te o mimi ote kokko eswo nana ena me ye fie nana sanse esanso ye etwie mutwie nana eka ho mugu ye ni mu ase potopoto e wo asanteman Simon na nina no kowie se de kofa bae ni nara e wo sa kratai mu ana mutintim ye o enye mi Kwaku Annan a mete he na mete mu ana mutintim ye na ewuranam ene wo betia de wo betia sem wasum de ye ma MPP fo di sankugo no wasantemem no nina wo kratai mu na ehu yie we just intercepted this document we na ye be kan ya kire Ghana for ade e wo document nim na mwehu anadwi eno ne topic e da ho now sa intercepted document we a 51 page but ensam no dodo na ne said the doors no wo mudi ni akwo hihye baabi ti ho ene ye de be ye adwuma ene me mamo part 1 Wednesday part 2 beba ne ye kɔ sa be ye bono 1 2 3 ne ye wie we eti say japade document no ehuye. And tonight, me kwame try nye se adwuma no. Minua pa, tutu mucho pa. Hobson Yalvi Adoye or director director special duties movement for change. Can you know MPP ni mapon and same way onimni na to A to Z. So obeba no abeboa me yaya analysis of a newma in NPP in Ashanti region. The adimu call sa Olotonumwa mudisa nkugowe. And it's across all regional capitals. So Kwanya Faso, Greater Accra, Munya City saying the Kofa near den, Yeshade. Eti na ye pese BNI for so mumma mo so yeha because ye nibre o. Eno na me sha se me ken the first quarter of 2025 is just about to face off. Ye ni joma me nibre o. John Dramani Mahama me say onibre no. The months of February, near the months of March, 3 months. Near no. It is a movie say grobi o hodia. Well, masama. Na me momi de me catch the National Democratic Congress. Read my lips. Read my lips so. And me nkope so bi be gina chire. Na wakasa ha Kwaku no ono kwa no. Wase ati masa 3 months. Munimadi eba besi. Some make na me can say na hope since Kwaku me emfa ya adwene sao hu. Ghana need a rescue mission. It is not by accident the president John Dramani Mahama now says the whole Ghana is what? Crime scene. Is it not? Ghana a crime scene. Don't you agree? I agree with him say Ghana a crime scene. Folks, in all of this Kwame Bafo Abronye saw or has said, Yabaka said a lot more of this situation here occurred in the NPP party and in the government. That's equally deserve Kwame Abronye's or Kwame Bafo's screaming to put them in order. Yet he kept mute. There were several millions and billions of monies, Ghana cedis, being siphoned by his NPP stalwart that he heard of, and yet Kwame Abronye decided to remain silent till today. The American nane say Kwame Bafo Abronye etie mu a woka say ya Kwame nyame ampate obewie na microphone e si ne nim na ho afo obewie na microphone na ho afo se cham Kwame bewie na presenter osi wo so kra na ho afo because Kwame tiem ne ko ho ntin nim ne ade but Kwame can say no ne ni refisu say in the NPP nanuyan mabefie party ni mu no Kwame in someone who can bebre 1001 esi wo party ni and you kept quiet. I don't believe in things like this. No, yenya politics na sa. In NPP no millions and billions Kwame ti say the party mpenifo no asese say skani na di dwane at least anya kra wante kra no Kwame head of what? Or ti say the COVID-19 sika ebigu memu ha amayamai edema Ghana no ne party mpenifo no eche sika ni na adie minim how much Kwame enya ewo bono region ho minim said no nya but wo mo che se sika no ema party mpenifo ni na make say wo mo nalarigu woman organizer ono suenye bio se na ontiase o eba abontie be kan Kwame mutumi kasai. Now there's another dangerous idea. The lies of the Kwame Abronye no so ya o kasa no na document you crowd say enunye sika say John Mahama watam wedi ehu krata nie there be monya ne sa so the lies of Kwame Abronye mo kasa no nkrata na ho and one see you can say raw and that's pretty dangerous, is it not? It's a bad day and a BNI for no and Tom Cranfrau say okay say sika no akwoman penini what dia and mom de kwesi Jubilee House what dia then Kwame Abronye prana betche and the reasons why ya ton credit friendly and then me tie radio station bi na me say ntia lawyers ni bi ni some of the political activists no mo bana mo betra radio wa mo ntia say ntia agencies bi ti said the BNI Yoko serious fraud office CID eto nkra politicians na mo ntia say adenti enia from enti say eduma ko ni eduma be na yeso mo koye no you think say the BNI for ni eduma yeso mo ye you think say the BNI has no responsibility and no job to do and so they exist for what and na me enchi obi antumu a and na BNI mo me ngunu e send me enchi obi antuma and CID mo me ngunu e. The same applies to Yoko and serious fraud office. Because if these agencies exist, they exist for a purpose. They exist because yeshadan yeti except when we may juma 1, 2, 3. No more bano mabe ye juma so hey. Any pass Debbie. I didn't see a BNI for no yes sir. It's one day. Now, asima mi bisa mono so say. Some penifo ya womo so womo te womo sika be form nsa se me se sika ni na yira no some penifo na seven previous womo nim nyansa na bibisa mo in the first place why would Professor Christopher Ekunfi obetimi atra womo sika sen $2 million ebetimi afa na nsa se se ko mo fa na picture mra Professor Mia Ekunfi on is over the weekend ye tonkra frɛ no adenti and a Professor Miao, you see, and some people might be before penny a casa, and you see, Papa Penny Musa, Namako Fano, Namako Yese, and a Mujo, hey, these people of color, they be a not tratra nipao, but I really want to avoid this because the language of these black people living here in Ghana doesn't make sense to me, Kweku sitting here. It doesn't make sense to me that Papa ni Penimu, where you're hine. Why na mebao edru sata mia ena mubenya dan to ahene fo edru sata mia oh oye pani odru sata mia oh ena ensese mugunu hu fi ena odru sata mia but at the time the man is in his office a time where you do position the man no papa ne ntimi anka say no for the avoidance of say mensa kekame ana bia na manye ne ye ntimi srem omuma kuruwa we empare me mfa post no komo obi ne da bi ene dia masa o Ghana penifoni to me nkase no kruwa wei mo de mamia e de asembe bremi e medie nim guase abremi te mo fa nko debi ye nka ne sa obeje position no akotra ho abɔ Ghana krono na odi krono no bɔ krono wi a ni ye bebisa ne se sika won ya hey debi political witch hunting oh you say oh and you say and amamu yesa oh and o ye peni chese ensemu a ye katu ni patrima enye adwuma ensem basa. Everything doesn't make sense chese bibie no ye adwuma adwen de bia maka me say hey these black people all over Africa yare na ye yare na enye hunemu ni yare me kan bi nti ase enye hunemu here aha adwen mu yare na ni na obehu wom say de bi omuka say the professors the emeritus the doctors many of them omuka say they aren't making sense to you because the problem assembly da ho no recycle between MPP and NDC how many years in ya sab dia ne yedi hu nkomo ye hu da everything we are talking about today we've seen it before haven't we so the question remains can this politician change eto muntimi sisa ene ye say edwumakuo edwumayefo mo ho ye den wo mo ye smuggle mo ko hye mo se den ye pam wo mo na efiri ebi nsi da ebi bibia ye ka ho asem nne esi pen 32 years into your democratization. Are you therefore telling me these politicians seem incapable of reversing the trend? They continue to repeat the issue one after the other. At least you can bet your last coin that every 4 years, maximum 8 years, that situation is coming to play on our faces. And they seem not incapable of reversing that trend. What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Every show, ebra kufo bechechi nipa bebre do mu gumu chatuti katanimu na akodemu Victor Solo minimu na akodemu wo mu ye bi kwa wuye na sefo enti bibi nkasa nchem se no munyai sikadie Professor Mia Konfi mi bisa ne se one do a professor enti se sika no a eye 2 million no a akodi bebi no eba ne sen ene se sika no ko abonten. At least the BNI would not just wake up and just go and chase Professor Mia Konfi. At least there is enough evidence. There's enough to establish a premier fashion. Oh, so why? Are they? What is wrong with these people? What is wrong here? Adrian Yari. Oh, Abronye. Kwame, I am just with the hope, say, Ubeko BNI Hono. Because I so called, is it 26? Am I right? 26. And I said, Kwame Abronye, or could be ho. I am hoping so. Be konan in krata ina ready. Kwame, I'm hoping Mr. Uhu susa. Ohono mo manta mo a. I say event say Kofi Owusu Bempa. Ipeja ne say na nasin say wiem. Wa hwe minia no Kofi Bempa na nasin say wiem. No otiem. I said Ghana ye busy. Now, the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Kofi Amabwa, has revealed the harrowing accounts given the current state of Ghana's forest reserves. The Minister for Affairs and Forest and Natural Resources, Amabwa, answered the Assam Kesia Betuha. Ghana ye kwayenwo 288 kwayenwa ebe boyen me insuo ato me yenye aduane adie kwayenwa ebe boa ma Ghana for affairs and water bodies emu bedwo me nam abem na etimi aboa no ni na no say ye ka say o say dodo say out of the 288 no ena say akwaye na no ye say no Ghana ye yamu nhihie ye yamu nhihie kakra ye nobaye ni na say kanen wo ho enra na me di me nkomo bi ni me sweetheart bi ni nkomo ye di na say ono turn off me so me turn off ho na kanen no ye nua bayire bi a bayire mi refi ni din ye nua bayire no na wote ha ni ye nua wa abonten obeti bayire ni pampa se bayire ni itu Ene ye nua bayire bia mo wate bayire ne pampa. Kanene ye wo oats bi ho asa oats no. Oats ni ye ka wobeti oats ni nka se ye ka oats. Ene sa nyomi na twem enye adwuma biom. Ye nuane a ye dini nyara aye chemicalized. Abrofoi eye sa Monsanto abeyi doma wonum go North America wa ye from ye Venezuela Monsanto groupie wo ma be contaminated adulterated ye nuane all our food staples being contaminated by what? The genetic modified organism. Eni na say utimi fe duane da wo de she freezer mu kra na to say yan kasanso ya dwene say no, our water bodies and the forest reserves, we are going to destroy it and in fire. In fact, we are destroying the water bodies with chemicals such that you no more afiyebenya cancer disease, liver cirrhosis. Unim say arenum. Liver cirrhosis. Kidney, kaneno yesu obi nya kidney. Hey, ene na nya say 1 out of maybe 20 people and then ukra ne besi nipa no wenyini ene at the age of 10, 15 kidney disease all over Ghana. The last time here 2 weeks ago, the statistics of cancer in Ghana, no, nature said, in more than 30 million per region. What is going on? Ghanaians, what is Legon? What's a cantonment? Huh? What's in Nima? What's a Sarabotre? Wherever you are, we are all drinking this same water. Yena ye kwa agbegloshi ye kodidwa isle gon market na ho no enya market stronku bia nche agbegloshi o ha cantonment market na wo cantonment enye wonwo bia nche mala market o tomatoes na wo ton wo hifa wo ton wo labon ne enye hu bia nche tomatoes a ye ton wo malata tomatoes o. We are all at risk o. Ghanaians, it's just a matter of time. I'm up to there. I have said this time and time. Okay? The vindication of crime is in the womb of time. The vindication of crime is in the womb of time. Ghana politicians, businessmen, we are just at the brink. The head of state of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, is using prisoners to give a facelift to agriculture sector of the country. A military junta, Shadia Oyo Burkina Faso, and he's saying, "Oh, you sue prisoners. Oh, you sue prisoners. Oh, prisoners, and or they lifting on the facelift of agriculture." Now, I say, a soldier phony now we take over government and one more bar. As they say, when Lieutenant General Kutu Echampon na breso de bia me de ka asem chro no Kutu Echampon all ba or the agriculture or the sea ni so, and he succeeded. Traoré hwade oye Burkina Faso, and then the whole of Africa no me nya sure so uyi e fen say the obetimi de no ho atoto na Paul Kagame hwade Abronye oye e wo Burkina Faso nanua. The Western powers ni yes omo kwa komani sika den the IMF ne na se for akodada na se the IMF ebe dada ye de chinchim ye coin or se mo IMF to hell with mo IMF hwade we your Burkina Faso head of state review we so genio now no oba Ghana no na some intellectuals and am abonti didi keke na joba no won fa ye fa ne sen on fa dia bempo on fa body dua ana banchi dua enfanhye no wo more protecting them. Who security name to me and my papa and for security protocol and to do Kwema Musi and or buy another move your honor. Or the prisoners near war men and would develop it. Agriculture air the hub. The same IK Champon, the same the Champon year Ghana May in 1972 were all going up. Simon, show ye dear. Ye di dimirika ye be kwa kwaji IMF fosikan ni yase di aka ho ekuya sechimens alias Mau leader yesterday ni ye kasa asem we work Connecticut, right? So ho hwe dia papa yi oye Burkina Faso kese saying any Ghana nchede nye hu biasa. I mean I've been to Burkina severally. It is saying from Upper East to Burkina just about 100 miles away. Hwe de wo ye ho. IMF fosi kan odeba no say hey to hell with your money. Na Ghana mu die nso mo tia hwem e na mo kanoforiata ne dom efum sika no mu di ni say. Someone kasa